Get ready for action, because the Cleveland Browns are making a massive move before the season even starts. We are talking about the Cleveland Browns and the potential AFC North trade involving Elgton Jenkins and rookie Parker Brailsford, as we look at how the team is restructuring its offensive line and the quarterback battle between Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders. This is a deep dive into the internal battles shaping the Browns' future and whether they are willing to make an unexpected trade to reshape their roster before minicamp even begins. Ravens, and Steelers. Finally, we dive into the intense AFC North debate and what the experts are predicting for 2026. We break down the GMFB picks on which team is the real contender, analyze the excitement around Justin Jefferson's quarterback room, and look at the intriguing matchups coming up, including the potential for Baker Mayfield versus Joe Burrow. So stay locked in, because this is the NFL news you cannot miss. The Cleveland Browns are facing potential upheaval on their offensive line as the team navigates offseason training camp and offseason team activities. With the interior offensive line being assembled through offseason team activities and training camp, there is a possibility of an uncommon AFC North trade involving a player who may not secure a starting role. As June approaches, the mandatory minicamp will serve as a crucial opportunity for the team to evaluate veterans alongside rookies. Key battles are centered around the quarterback position, with significant attention focused on the competition between Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders for the starting job. Another significant internal battle involves the offensive line, where questions remain about the starting five. The revamped offensive line features veteran option Elgton Jenkins, who is signed to play guard or center, with guard being his ideal spot. Competing for the remaining interior spots are rookie fifth-round pick Parker Brailsford and fourth-year center Luke Whippler. The ideal scenario for Cleveland involves Brailsford proving capable of stepping into a starting role. If Brailsford and Whippler are comparable, prioritizing the player in the first year of his rookie contract makes strategic sense. A potential trade scenario has been raised by Jason LaCanfora of the Ravens, suggesting Baltimore could look to acquire Whippler. While trading within the AFC North is typically avoided, Whippler is not considered a major trade asset for a divisional opponent. Whippler, a 2-year starter at Ohio State, has been limited by size and injury concerns, which impacted his draft status. Baltimore reportedly has a need for a starting-level center, and Whippler could fill that gap if he does not secure a spot in Cleveland. Alternatively, the Browns could explore a different configuration. Jenkins at center, Tevin Jenkins at right guard, with Brailsford serving as the backup center. This alternative setup would allow the team to potentially move on from Whippler. While trading Whippler would yield little return, it is viewed as preferable to letting him become an unrestricted free agent without a contract, even if reacquisition is not anticipated. This option remains on the table for Cleveland, should the opportunity arise. Aaron Rodgers has officially signed a 1-year contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers for the 2026 season, a deal valued at $22 million, with potential incentives reaching $25 million. This agreement concludes months of uncertainty regarding Rodgers' future, securing the veteran quarterback for what will be his 22nd NFL season. The contract also effectively ends growing speculation that Rodgers might depart Pittsburgh entirely. particularly after the Arizona Cardinals emerged as a potential destination following their hiring of Rodgers' former offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett. Rodgers is expected to join the team immediately for offseason workouts. Negotiations reportedly focused heavily on financial terms, following last season where Rodgers signed a one-year, $13.65 million deal after arriving from the Jets, and Pittsburgh had previously tendered an unrestricted free agent bid worth approximately $15.5 million for 2026. The new contract also sets the stage for a reunion with head coach Mike McCarthy, who replaced Mike Tomlin this offseason. McCarthy coached Rodgers for 13 seasons in Green Bay, a partnership that included winning Super Bowl XLV. Despite remaining in contact with the organization, Rodgers had previously avoided public commitments regarding a new deal, stating on the Pat McAfee show that there were no deadlines and he was taking his time. However, sources indicate that Pittsburgh ownership, including Art Rooney II, was signaling that the team was building around Rodgers' presence, with off-season additions reportedly aligning with his preferences. This signing significantly alters the outlook for the AFC North heading into 2026, replacing prospects like Mason Rudolph, Will Howard, or rookie Drew Aller with an established veteran quarterback. Meanwhile, rumors linking Rodgers to the Arizona Cardinals have intensified. Rodgers recently visited Pittsburgh before finalizing the deal, suggesting that while the contract is secured, external considerations remain a factor in the ongoing narrative surrounding his career trajectory. Furthermore, speculation continues regarding Rodgers' personal life, with questions surrounding his wife circulating among teammates' families. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are entering the 2026 season with high expectations for a turnaround, seeking to erase the disappointment of the previous year, which concluded with a playoff loss to the Washington Commanders and a late-season collapse. With the new schedule now released, the team and its fanbase are focused on a fresh start. Analyzing the schedule, ESPN's Jenna Lane has highlighted a significant prediction regarding head coach Todd Bowles. Lane suggests that Bowles might finally achieve a long-sought victory against an AFC North opponent. This is significant because the Buccaneers have historically struggled immensely against teams in that division. Since Bowles took over as defensive coordinator in 2019, the team has gone 0-4 against the AFC North, specifically facing the Bengals 0-1, the Browns 0-2, the Ravens 0-2, and the Steelers 0-1. Bowles is now given two immediate opportunities to secure a victory against the AFC North, as the Buccaneers are scheduled to face the Bengals and the Browns in consecutive weeks. Should the team fail to secure a win in those initial matchups, the opportunity to claim a third attempt against the Pittsburgh Steelers will come in Week 6. The Good Morning Football segment is heating up with intense NFL analysis, covering everything from team rivalries to future projections. A central topic is the AFC North, with a GMFB debate focusing on whether the Pittsburgh Steelers are the team to beat. The show also delves into future talent, with GMFB picking the rookie expected to have the biggest impact in 2026. In a segment featuring Herm Edwards, the show played a game of truth or lies. Looking ahead to the future, NFL Network insider Mike Garafolo reported that owners are considering a vote on Nashville hosting Super Bowl LXIV in 2030. The discussion also featured a breakdown of expectations for Week 1 matchups, contrasting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield with the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. The program engaged in a big deal or no big deal debate regarding the Buffalo Bills playing 6 games on a short week in 2026. Veteran insights were shared as former Kansas City Chiefs running back Mike Garrett recalled a Super Bowl V touchdown. The news also highlighted a significant development for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers has agreed to a one-year deal with the team, valued up to $25 million, marking his 22nd NFL season. Offensive and defensive prospects were examined as Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson discussed the quarterback room and his excitement for 2026, while Jacksonville Jaguars defensive tackle Eric Armstead revealed his most anticipated game of 2026. The show also analyzed the 2025 playoff landscape, picking the team with the hardest road back to the postseason and which team cannot afford a slow start in 2026, alongside debating schedule highlights and the most intriguing Week 1 matchup. In other features, actor and New York Giants fan John C. McGinley shared his perspective on his acting career and his team's potential for the upcoming season. Kyle Long, a 3-time Pro Bowl selection and former offensive guard, analyzed his expectations for the Chicago Bears. The Los Angeles Rams defensive end Kobe Turner also joined the discussion. The segment debated which quarterback, Jackson Dart of the New York Giants or Baker Mayfield of the Buccaneers, would make for a more entertaining primetime game. Finally, the show tested its NFL international knowledge during Trivia Thursday and discussed which quarterback has garnered the most attention from the upcoming 3rd season of Quarterback on Netflix. The segment concluded with a look ahead to the 2026 NFL schedule release, with hosts sharing their initial thoughts. NFL Network also briefly remembered actor Donald Gibb, who passed away at 71.